the cobwebs.
Is there a rallying cry for the thinkers and doers of tomorrow? A motto that sums up their passion for creativity and their pursuit of discovery? Sure there is. Hook 'em horns. We're Texas. What starts here changes the world.
Again, legs being stretched on the Texas side because of cramps. But Matt Leinart took a whack here.
Well, he's got Brown on his shoulder, so he can't get down as far as he wanted to. This is just a real solid, good hit by Ross. Did not lead with the helmet and got the same effects, though, as Leinart was shaken up a bit.
All right, they've got 2 times out remaining. They've got 49 seconds to play, and they've got 25 yards to travel if they want a touchdown. Leinart again throws inside, ball to Bush, and Reggie goes out of bounds at roughly the 13-yard line. And there's a Texas helmet back up the field. That's Orakpo's helmet.
Well, he came out to the party a little bit late and never could get his chin strap buttoned. In fact, he was trying to button it while he was rushing the passer. And Leinart, that's a big hit. That's very reminiscent of the hit he took against Arizona State that drew a flag. Knocked him silly for a while.
Spread him out. Backfield's empty. 40 seconds to play in the first half. Bush is on this side. Leinart sacked back at the 21 by Ocam.
Not a bad time to pick up your first sack of the season. Frank Ocam, the sophomore, working against Ryan Khalil, number 67. Coverage sack for the secondary, but Ocam's got the quarterback.
Here's a heads up for all you middle schoolers out there.
The Big 12 Conference
has teamed up with the College Board to offer this cool new program called College Ed.
It's designed to encourage middle school students like us
and our parents to start prepping for college now.
But College Ed is just one of the ways
in which the Big 12 supports education in our local communities.
Because the Big 12 believes every student
deserves a chance to pursue his or her dreams.
Together, we're better. The Big 12 Conference.
You're watching the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi on ABC Sports.
It is 2nd down and 17 for USC. The ball is at the Texas 20-yard line. You've got 32 seconds to play, and the Trojans have 1 timeout remaining. Texas with a burst in the late going of the first half, jumped out, scoring 16 unanswered points to take a 16-7 lead. One, two, three, four, five, 6 of them up there. Leinart steps away, falls down. Nobody to throw the ball to.
It's almost, you know, on this drive, every time Leinart's gone back to pass, it's been a straight drop back. They haven't rolled him out. They haven't gone with a 3-step drop, which they normally do when they're getting pressure. But right now, this defensive line is getting in there. There's Ocam one more time. He's going to stay with them, pick up a sack as SC calls their last timeout.
Well, are they within reach of Danilo?
Well, I don't know, Keith, because Danilo's longest is only 36 yards this season. He's been good inside that. He's only missed 1 out of 11.
This would be about 43. Todd?
Well, Pete is really not happy. He did not want to burn that last timeout, hoping to get, at the very least, in better field goal position for Nat'L. But now burning that one, they almost have to go for it or do something quickly enough so they can get him out there and try a field goal with only 8 seconds left. Keith.
Well, it'd have to be pretty quick.
Yeah, with this amount of yardage to pick up for the first down, this is so unusual to see SC in this position. See a lot of guys staring around at the clock, at each other, looking, searching for answers, and not finding many.
Texas has won 19 games. We're talking about win streaks. Of course, the Trojans with 34, but here comes Nat'L into the ball game. He's going to give it a go. That'll be about 43.
Mack making sure he's got 11 out there.
Texas can block it. They've got some long, tall folks to get up in the air. And here you figure it's going to be low when he kicks it from this distance, but he got it off. And he made it. He knocks in a 43-yarder with 2 seconds to play in the first half. And it's a 16-10 ball game.
He had a real important field goal against Fresno State at the end of the first half. Not quite as important as that one, but that lead now just 6 points. That field goal was huge. You see Robinson trying to get up high. He's their designated field goal blocker. Blocked one this year, but not that one, as Nat'L got it high and far.
Not only 3 points helps, it helps your dignity. Because they've been hammered the last 10 minutes.
And remember, Texas won the toss, deferred, so that means they'll get the ball to start the second half. But they have 3 timeouts. I don't think they can do much with just 2 seconds to go, but I'd never count out number 10.
I won't be surprised, but what Vince Young takes the football team on his back, though, when we come to the second half. I think he's been a little quieter. He's been terrific. The numbers are great, but he can do more.
And he's willing to do more, no question.
But here's the kickoff by Van Blocken. He knocks it along the ground, and it's accepted by the receiver back on his knees, and there can be no return.
But because he got it on his knees, it just took 1 second off the clock, and we're going to have one more play. Boy, knees have been the key, haven't they? Vince Young's knee down, not called, touchdown Texas. And now, at the end of the half, the knees will have one more knee, perhaps, from Young.
Well, that's
it's like Drew Kelsey going off, yeah.
I really thought that Matt Leinart might have taken a wallop about midway in that second quarter that threw him off balance, and then he got another one late in the quarter. And it looks to me like they're just going to take a knee and go to the clubhouse. And that's exactly what they're going to do. So at halftime, it is Texas 16 and USC 10.
Time for our Nokia player comparison. Take a look at the 2 quarterbacks. You can see Vince Young, only 2 incompletions in that first half. Matt Leinart struggling of late.
Here's Todd.
Pete, what do you need to fix at halftime?
Well, we gave a couple opportunities away to him, you know, and we just have to do a much better job of that. We don't normally do those kinds of things. I don't know why Reg flipped that ball back. You know, we were in pretty good shape right there. That's the first thing. We got to slow him down. They had a little momentum going with the no huddle thing. We got to slow that thing down.
Your quarterback, Matt Leinart, how is he?
He's okay. He's okay. He got rocked a little bit, but he's all right.
We'll see in the second half. Holly?
I'm here with Mac Brown. Coach, in that midway point through the first half, your team seemed to pick up some momentum. What happened to get that momentum?
Oh, Holly, it's a great ball game between 2 great football teams, and I think ours were trying a little too hard, and we really stunk the first part of it. We've settled down now, and what a ball game. Should be a great second half.
What stunk?
Well, we fumbled the ball twice, and then we laid it on the ground another time when we're going in to score, and we had an opportunity or 2 on defense we didn't make. But it's a great football team, and we've got to protect the ball better the second half.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Keith?
Stay tuned for the Pontiac Performance Halftime Show after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
This is where it is. #1 comedy in America has Jim Carrey at his best.
It's amazing. What's your secret?
It's a hilarious, laugh-out-loud comedy.
What a geek.
Fun with Dick and Jay.
It's going to be fun.
Rated PG-13. Now playing.
Virtually inaccessible, the remote Northern Territory is a fortress of alpine peaks. The terrain so brutal, its beauty has seldom been seen by human eyes. Only the most adventuresome have ever set foot in this desolate, yet picturesque landscape. With no roads, the Northern Territory remains.
This is much better than the movie.
The all-new 7-passenger Jeep Commander. It's your world. Take command.
Every Subway sandwich is made fresh right in front of you, so you choose all the ingredients. The meat, the veggies, the fresh baked bread. No wonder so many people are coming over to the great taste of Subway subs, because when you really think about it, they don't make the sandwiches, you do. Subway, eat fresh.
For endless design possibilities and innovative brands like GE, Maytag, and LG, visit the appliance showroom today at the Home Depot. Discover a beautiful, stylish selection, associates who can help you choose what's right for you, and as always, guaranteed low prices. Right now, get up to a $150 Home Depot gift card by mail-in rebate when you buy select major appliances.
At the Home Depot, you can do it. We can help.
Yeah, and I got 2 words for you. Ham-eat. Silverado.
Big fella, what do you drive?
Ford F-150.
What's the frame on that car?
Frames, huh? Dodge, Chevy. You want a real frame on the right truck? Ford F-150. That bad boy's fully boxed.
When you learn the truth about trucks, you'll know why only one truck has earned the right to be called F-150.
Ford Tough.
The Columbus Public School Board gets a new president after the game.
And welcome to the Pontiac Performance halftime. What would a big game be without controversy? You can see Vince Young's knee clearly down before he pitched the ball for the touchdown, but the touchdown stood, and Texas has the lead right now. John Saunders, Craig James, and Aaron Taylor, joined by one of the greatest running backs of all time, Marcus Allen, and a former Trojan. You know, Reggie Bush is trying to do so much in this game. As a great running back in big games like this, what was your approach to it?
Well, I think the big thing is to be patient, because this is possibly his last game, and I'm sure he wants to go out in style, and it is the biggest game of the year. This is history making, so I think if he maintains his patience, they're going to make some plays. They're going to make some plays against him. They're going to stop him, but I think Reggie, I think so far he's doing that.
It seemed, Marcus, that a big momentum shift was when Reggie needlessly kind of pitched that football. Now, you being from the 619, do you think that the Heisman hype kind of got to him after all that talk?
No, I don't think so. Obviously, it wasn't executed as well as Vince was, but guys, I think what it says about Reggie is he is liberated. He's playing the game with freedom, and that's a big thing in this game.
All right, let's stay with that liberated theme there. Let's talk about Vincent Young and the Texas Longhorns. When the Longhorns did get the ball offensively, Vincent Young, the quarterback zone read, was spectacular when he kept the ball in his hands. But, you know, sometimes he doesn't, and he hands it off to the fullback or the halfback.
Well, I mean, he's possibly, I mean, he's incredible. Yeah. The guy's incredible, so you're going to have to respect him. Every time he puts that ball in there, you don't know whether he's going to give it to the back or he's going to keep it himself. So I don't know what Pete Carroll's going to come up with defensively at halftime, but we're going to have to do something to stop him, because he's accounted for most of the offense.
And we sat there and we talked about him on the sidelines. We were saying, hey, the guy can't complete a pass, you know? And what's Vincent Young? 13 of 15 at halftime.
Absolutely. By the way, that play we showed Reggie Bush being unsuccessful today. He did do it in high school and get it done. So thanks a lot, Marcus, for joining. You don't look worried.
I'm not worried, guys. We've been here before, so I'm not worried at all.
They should be worried, John. They've been trailing 4 times.
Half team. Right now, the spirit of Troy, the USC Trojan Marching Band with the director, Arthur C. Bartner. That's the Spirit of Troy USC marching band. Now, fans have been calling the action in the Pontiac game-changing performance throughout the season. Here's Derek Croft with the winning call.
And here's the 2005 Pontiac game-changing performance of the year. Alabama's Brody Coyle on 4th down just before the half lets it fly towards the end zone. He's got his man. Do you believe in miracles? Tyrone Prothro making believers out of everyone with this spectacular catch.
Congratulations to Alabama, winner of a $100,000 scholarship. Nice job, Derek. Did you enjoy doing it?
It was wonderful.
We got Craig James. He's a little worried about taking his job. Quite possibly. We want to remind everybody that ABC has National Football League playoff action coming up. The wild card begins on Saturday. Coverage begins at 3 p.m. And then at 4:30, the Redskins and the Bucks. And then at 8, Jacksonville takes on the New England Patriots.
The Pontiac Performance Halftime Show, brought to you by Pontiac, official performance machines of the NCAA.
Man, this is getting good. Solstice, G6 Group, and the first ever torrent. Pontiac, designed for action.
A tradition of courage, a tradition of character, a tradition of champions. Year after year, the student athletes of the Pacific 10 Conference display excellence, not only in the arena of competition, they go on to excel in the arena of life. 10 distinguished institutions with opportunities for higher learning as vast as the Pacific itself. Be a part of a great tradition. The Pacific 10 Conference, the Conference of Champions.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Tomorrow's leaders, creators, inventors, and scholars will come from the same place as today's.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Discover the one thing they all have in common. The University of Southern California, inventing the future and honoring the past since 1880.
ABC Sports is very happy we can show this game to the Iraqi troops in Kirkuk, Iraq. Army 1st Brigade Combat Team, 101st Airborne Division, Air Force 506 Air Expeditionary Group. And joining us now is Major Tim Pavich, who's a grad of Texas, so obviously very partial to the Longhorns. This has been a second-half USA team all year, Tim. Do you think that your Longhorns can hang on?
Oh, I know the Longhorns can hang on. We're here rooting for them.
Well, enjoy the rest of the game, and thanks for everything you guys are doing for us over there. Stay safe. Stay very, very safe. I bring my partners back in right now, and obviously USC, as we mentioned before, this is nothing new to them. They're used to winning games in the second half.
And you know what? With Matt Leinart at quarterback, you always have a chance. We've seen what Matt Leinart does in the second half when he has to make a play. Matt Leinart has the running game. Now, I think he needs to be a little bit more confident and precise with his throws because Texas' secondary has made some darn good plays back there. They're only rushing 4, Aaron. You know, find the man and hit him.
And they've been eating those receivers up, so that's why I think they're going to have to get to the running game, guys. They're going to have to get to the running game, use that offensive line. They've been able to have some success there. Settle down. This is what USC does, though. It's right where they want them.
Game has been as advertised. Plenty of fun to watch. It's going to be a great second half.
Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed.
Tomorrow's Tomorrow's leaders, creators, inventors, and scholars will come from the same place as today's.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker.
Discover the one thing they all have in common. The University of Southern California, inventing the future and honoring the past since 1880.
I was an offensive lineman for 4 years. I no longer wear pads, but I still carry a lot of weight on my shoulders.
There are over 360,000 NCAA student athletes, and just about all of us will be going pro in something other than sports.
Is there a rallying cry for the thinkers and doers of tomorrow? A motto that sums up their passion for creativity and their pursuit of discovery? Sure there is. Hook 'em horns. We're Texas. What starts here changes the world.
I'm Sarah Reinertsen, the first woman to finish the Hawaii Ironman on an artificial leg.
I'm Army Captain David Roselle, the first amputee to return to Combat Command in Iraq. We're representing the Challenge Athletes Foundation. CAF's mission is to support physically challenged athletes, whether they're just getting started or winning Paralympic gold.
Visit challengedathletes.org to learn more about CAF's stories of heroes, heart, and hope. Thank you, City, the Tournament of Roses, and ABC Sports for this great opportunity.
Thank you.
Let's spend some time here at halftime in the Rose Bowl with the Texas Band, directed by Dr. Robert M. Carnahan. They're known as the Show Band of the West, and here's why. We'll kick off our second half with the AT&T Music Highlights featuring U2 after this message and a word from our ABC station.
The Pontiac Performance Halftime Show, brought to you by Pontiac, official performance machines of the NCAA. Stay tuned for a special performance by U2 and the second half kickoff after this from our ABC stations.
I am begging you, sir. You are my last hope.
Last Sunday, over 13 million witnessed ABC's groundbreaking new series.
How many more innocent people are going to have to go to prison?
This Friday, on its regular night and time, 9/8 Central.
I'm innocent! We only have one shot.
It's your chance to experience injustice for yourself.
It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle put together wrong.
Kyle MacLachlan, Jason O'Mara, and all-new Injustice premieres Friday, 9/8 Central, only on ABC.
A celebrity flunks his sobriety test on camera. Plus, Tatum O'Neal's Dancing with the Stars makeover. Next ET.
Tomorrow at 7 on ABC 6.
Choose any road. The new all-wheel drive IS 250 from Lexus. A Germain Lexus of Dublin and Germain Lexus of Easton.
Today in my world, it's more important than ever that I save money. That's why McDonald's Dollar Menu helps me keep it together. $11 items with 3 great sandwiches, only $1 each. Only McDonald's can say that. My newest Dollar Menu favorite is the Bacon Cheeseburger, a great tasting burger with melted cheese and crispy bacon. But I still like my old Dollar Menu favorite, the 5-piece white meat chicken McNuggets. McDonald's Dollar Menu, always in my budget.
In less time than it takes just to get in line at one of those specialty coffee places, you can get great coffee and breakfast at Speedway and be back on the road. At Speedway, the coffee's always freshly ground and freshly brewed. Our hot breakfast sandwiches are just the way you like them. And right now, any size coffee, cappuccino, or latte is just 89 cents. And our all-new hot breakfast sandwiches are 2 for just $3.
At Speedway, we'll get you moving in the morning. You've got my word on it.
We're on your way, the convenience stores of Speedway.
That kid left the music on again. It's so annoying.
This noise is unacceptable.
What the? I can't even. I have a 7 a.m. workout. And those guys upstairs are driving me crazy.
I love when he does that.
Eddie George gives advice to Maurice Clarett after the game.
Positive place for kids.
Now, time for the first half music highlights presented by the new AT&T, featuring U2. The new AT&T Music highlights, log on to ESPN.com. Search BCS Music.
16-10 lead. The University of Texas Longhorns over the University of Southern California as we get ready for the second half of play. And let's talk about tweaking things with Dan Fouts.
Well, offensively, SC's got to get Bush and Jarrett Moore involved. And then on defense, pressure and then tackle Vince Young. Texas offensively, hang on to the ball, quit giving it back to the Trojans, and then defensively, stay the course. You're doing just fine. You're allowing SC just 10 points, holding out a pretty good offense.
Trojans have got to crank up the throttle a little, don't they?
Well, they've got to quit making mistakes, and as we talked about, Bush is such a difference maker. He's not on his game so far. That
lateral in the first half was just a critical mistake, something that I'm sure that he would like to have back.
And we haven't seen the best of Vince Young either.
Well, not too bad, though. Vince Young is leading rusher in the game, but you always expect a little bit more out of him. The big question for SC is the health of Matt Leinart. Took a lot of big shots in that first half.
That missed extra point. They oftentimes echo, don't they?
Well, it came on a touchdown that should not have been a touchdown, too. Right. So that one, a 6-point lead here at the half. And it's just that one extra point's the difference.
So the Rose Bowl holding up to the expectations, but in effect, it's the defense that's setting the tone of the game so far. Texas showed signs of grabbing it by the horns, literally, if you'll pardon the pun, in the last 10 minutes of that first half, when they exploded for 16 unanswered points. Troy Van Bluckham will kick off now as the Horns won the toss so initially and elected to start with the ball in the second half. That's a good kick. It goes 2 yards deep into the end zone to Ramon Taylor. Taylor coming to the outside. The Trojans went for the middle of the field, and bingo, he broke it to the outside, and there's a penalty flag up on the 33-yard line. Josh Pickard made that tackle.
And that penalty flag was thrown against Texas on the other side of the field. Had nothing to do with that fine return by Ramon Taylor.
During the return, holding number 21 on the returning team. 10 yards from the end of the run. First down.
That hurts him because it was on the 29. Dan?
Well, time for our city game summary. Pretty balanced for Texas. 121 yards rushing, 113 passing. SC's 2 turnovers led to 9 Texas points. But SC, those both happened deep in Texas territory. Leinert's been down 3 times. Young, nada.
Still clean britches. Keeps it. Started a little option motion. Throws a couple of defenders. Turned it upfield and got 3 yards. Darnell Bing finally brought him down.
He might have got more than 3, Keith, as he was contacted there, but just continues to overpower the Trojan tacklers.
Second down and 6. Keeps it. Got away from the pressure, throws to the sidelines. There was enough pressure, though, to make him move, and he threw the ball wide of his intended receiver, Lima Swede. It was defended by John Walker.
That really is the best pressure we've seen from the Trojans' front 4 all night. And that's directly responsible for that ball being incomplete, because he did have to move and have a small margin for error on that sideline.
Just beginning the second half of play. Game hasn't exactly followed form, but it's beginning to turn that way as the principal performers are beginning to step up, and in particular Vince Young. On third down the sidelines, too long. Swede running down the sidelines with defense by John Walker.
That's a great start to the second half for the Trojan defense, as they force Young 2 incompletions. In the first half, he only had 2 incompletions.
Well, we've seen Pete Carroll work some miracles in the second half of play all along the last 2 seasons. Let's see if he can do it against the powerhouse here in Texas. Reggie Bush is waiting for Richmond McGee's punt. Reggie's back about the 38-yard line. High kick. Reggie comes up, waves for a catch, and a penalty flag thrown. And it might very well be against the Trojans.
Yeah, it's going to be against Darnell Bing. He blocked a Texas gunner in the back. So that great field position at midfield, still going to be pretty good, but not as good because of the block in the back by Bing.
Well, they've been off a month, both teams. Never as sharp as you were when you ended the regular season. It's a long wait.
We talked about how Matt Leinart got bounced around quite a bit in that first half. We're going to see 2 of his 3 sacks. Frank Ocam gets him there. And a couple of guys. Watch this shot, though. This is the one of major concern, though. Aaron Harris came in there and rattled his cage.
So the Trojans take over at the 38-yard line for their first possession of the second half. And they come out with Reggie Bush as the deep back. Leinart turns to this side, throws the ball quickly. Jarrett receives it and picks up about 6 yards. Killebrew brought him down. There's Bob Leinart right there, Matt's dad. Proud of his boy. Well, he should be. Good guy.
Good boy.
Yeah, he bet. 13:34 to go. Second down, 4. Trojans ball. Lindale White trying, gets 1 of the 4. Aaron Harris and Terrell Brown doubled up for the tackle for Texas. The temperature here in Pasadena here for the second half of play is going to be in the mid-50s to the low 50s. It'll go down. Gets pretty cold here in the Arroyo Seco. Colder down here than it is up on the hill. Third down and a long 2, more like 3. Dominique Bird's been quiet tonight. That was him in motion there. Leinart straight back, gets it away, gets his first down as he throws to Brandon Hadcock, the fullback, out of the backfield, and move your chains.
We saw David Kurtman make a big play, the starting fullback, on that touchdown drive for the Trojans. Now Brandon Hancock, the backup fullback. Just seems like when you have stars like Bird and Steve Smith and Dwayne Jarrett, Bush and White, that the defenses say, hey, you can throw it to the fullbacks all night long. We're not all that worried about him. Leinart found Hancock for a key first down.
Four-man front for Texas. Ball goes. Leinart dropping back, throws down the middle. Jarrett's got it. And Dwayne Jarrett will take it down to about the 22-yard line before Terrell Brown can ride him down.
And that'll get a high five from Daddy. Is Leinart enjoying the pass protection. And Jarrett running a sharp route after the play fake. And it's a good one to Glendale White. Look at the pass protection. Again, when Leinart can step into the throw, as most quarterbacks, he's going to be very accurate. This is a perfect toss.
Jarrett caught 81 during the regular season coming into this game and had 15 touchdowns. That's a lot. Ball is at the 22 of Texas. Leinart up quickly, throws the ball. He comes this way again to Jarrett. Jarrett will work his way to the 17 before he's wrestled down by Brown and Huff. Well, Brown's playing well tonight. Been around a lot of tackles.
And he's been able to fend off the blocking of the wide receivers. That time Steve Smith was out in front, and Brown just ignored him, came up and made the tackle.
Brown comes from Mesquite, Texas. Clock running right along. We've burned up almost 4 minutes of this third quarter. Now a 6-man front. Better hurry up. They're going to get the clock. They burned it. That's the second time in the ball game, or they call timeout. They got timeout on it. So effectively, that's almost a wasted timeout. But he wanted to change his play, and Texas went into a 7-man front, and they had to spend the timeout.
Hello, I'm home.
Hey, honey, have you seen the credit card bill?
I may have thrown it away.
My disco pants. Why? Where is it? I'm not paying a late fee.
Sometimes you can't help paying late. Avoid late fees with the new Citi Simplicity card. No late fees when you make a purchase each billing period. Citi. Live richly.
Hey, mind if we,
Go ahead. Tostitos. Isn't that typical? One guy working and the rest just standing around.
Yeah, it's a wonder anything gets done.
Never cut it in the corporate world.
I got it.
Nothing brings people together like great tasting Tostito Scoops, tortilla chips, and salsa. With its unique bowl shape, you get the perfect dip every time.
Nice job, team.
Meet you at the Tostitos.
Trucks are made for pulling. That's why the 5.4-liter V8 in the Ford F-150 uses an innovative 3-valve design. 3 valves allow the engine to breathe better, crank out more power, and pull more than you ever thought possible.
Starts out cold, ends up refreshing. Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
In the 2004 Rose Bowl, USC and Michigan, watch this. Matt Leinart catches a touchdown pass on this play as Mike Williams delivered it, left-handed also. And they went on to win the AP National Championship 28-14, beating the Wolverines. That game was a real coming-out party for Matt Leinart, too.
It was right at the same part of the field, too, where they executed that play perfectly.
Right now, they're looking at 2nd down and 5. Ball is on the Texas 17-yard line. They're trailing by 6 points. Ball is handed off to Lindale White. He shakes off Nat'L, goes for the corner of the end zone, and finally got him. Michael Griffin got down around his feet and got him down just inside the 5-yard line.
Now he just straight-armed Michael Huff to the turf. Watch the strength in the right hand of Lindale White. Watch 7 come up here. That's Huff right there. Down Huff goes. And White almost gets into the end zone. Griffin with a solid tackle.
Of course, the biggest guessing game in town is whether or not Lindale White will come out and go to the draft, or whether Reggie Bush will go to the draft. Maybe depend on what happens here tonight. The Trojans right now give it back to White, and he rams it into the end zone. Touchdown. So now USC with an opportunity, if they can convert, to take the lead again.
Great start defensively for the Trojans to start the second half. Even better start for their offense as White pays it off with 2 very strong and important runs for the Trojans.
Malone is the holder, the punter. Will Collins snaps it. Mario Danello kicks it through. It is 17 Southern California and 16 Texas at 10:36 to go in quarter number 3.
It's built for power. It's built for durability. It's built for strength. It's built for quiet. And it's ranked highest in initial quality by J.D. Power and Associates. Ford F-150. Built with innovation. Built Ford tough.
Who are those guys?
Oh, that's our network. It's the most reliable. Comes with the phone.
Do I owe you?
No, we're good.
Cool.
There's only one reason to choose a wireless company. It's the network. And now you can ring in the new year with a new LG camera phone with all the latest features, plus a second camera phone free. Verizon Wireless.
love with the rich, bold flavor, Dr. Pepper. One taste, and you get it.
Super Bowl 40, Sunday, February 5th on ABC.
ABC Sports exclusive coverage of the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi. Brought to you by the Citi Simplicity Credit Card. Citi, live richly. FedEx, for the ultimate in reliable shipping. Relax, it's FedEx. Tostitos, nothing brings people together like Tostitos chips and salsa. Meet you at the Tostitos. And Ford F-150, built Ford tough.
Glendale White banging it into the end zone, his 25th touchdown of the year. White and Bush collectively 97 combined career touchdowns. That ties the NCAA record for teammates with Army's Glenn Davis and Doc Blanchard. As far as I remember or know, this is the first time we've had two Heisman Trophy winners in the same backfield of the game since Davis and Blanchard.
And it's very similar, Mr. Inside and Mr. Outside, huh?
It is, yeah. Ball kicked almost beyond the field of play, way in the back of the end zone, and no return on it for Texas. They'll come out to the 20 and possess the ball using the spread formation. Jamal Charles is set back there with Vince Young. And out of bounds he goes. It was almost a body block by Oscar Lua that got him out of there. But he picked up the better part of 7 yards.
And he got in behind his All-American tackle, Jonathan Scott, pulling all the way from the left side and leading Young around the corner. Again, no huddle offense to keep the Trojans from substituting.
Second down and 3. This is Charles. Cuts it back in traffic. Finds a crease. And a fine run. Scott Ware finally brought him down. But the freshman out of Port Arthur moves the chains for the Longhorns. They're trying to respond here to USC's touchdown.
And they're going back to their basic Texas football, that zone read play. First time Young kept it. That time he gave it to Charles. Both plays, good results.
Little quick pop over here to Linus Swede. And he'll have, oh my goodness, about 6 yards on that play. Just bang, bang. That's the kind of stuff they used here last year against Michigan, too.
Standing back in the shotgun really gives Young a chance to check out this defense. He saw Pinkert off about 10 yards that time and picked up the easy completion.
Running right. Got a block. Got a big block from Pittman over there and runs a big play for Texas all the way down to the 35-yard line.
And he ran himself right into the ground trying to get extra yardage, but it's the quarterback draw again. He's so tough when he runs to the right, too. He's a right-handed thrower, so that means he likes to go that side of the field. And right now he just trips on the grass here at the Rose Bowl and goes down.
Big block for him from Billy Pittman. Throwing down the middle. Got it. It's Linus Swede. And that's another Texas first down at the Southern California 20-yard line. The plays are happening so fast. He's getting rid of the ball so quickly, it's impossible to get a rush on him.
Texas tempo right now. Great response by Texas to SC's touchdown, don't you think?
Yes, sir. In the middle. That's Charles again. Looked like he was gone, and then all of a sudden he pops up on the other side.
Talking to Greg Davis, their offensive coordinator, he says he's like a whiff of smoke. He's there, and then all of a sudden he's gone. Makes people miss almost every time.
Trojans staying with that 4-man front. Reaches for it. Touchdown. Well, he's got the team on his back, man.
Well, we talked about you can be in position, you can have the right defensive call made, you can do everything right. But if you got him one-on-one, you're probably not going to tackle him. And that's what happened on that play. He comes right to this point here, just overpowers the tackler, stretches out and scores.
And so the Horns go back to the lead. And here's your try for the extra point from David Pino. Pat Nordstrom, the holder. And it's good. Third lead change in the ball game. Texas 23, Southern California 17, with 8:34 to play in the third quarter. And this is for the BCS championship.
That's a big catch.
Yeah. Not bad.
What are we going to do with them all?
Yeah. Could ship them to people all over the world.
FedEx could get the lobsters out with all their trucks and super fast planes.
FedEx. Smart.
FedEx. We deliver to over 200 countries every day.
Because a car shouldn't just use energy. It should create it. Introducing the mid-size Ford Fusion. More innovation from Ford. For a life in drive.
I woke up in the middle of the night, terrified. Someone tried to come in my house. Fortunately, we had an ADT security system.
Mrs. Parker, this is ADT. We're receiving an alarm. Are you all right?
Yes, we're okay. I'm glad ADT was there, watching out for my family.
Don't take chances. Take control of your family's safety with ADT, America's #1 security company. Call now and save up to $200 on ADT protection packages. ADT, always there.
You're watching the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi on ABC Sports.
8:34 in the third quarter, and Vince Young has put his team back in the lead, 23-17. That Ole Miss technical point's going to lay there on that scoreboard all night long.
Yes, it is. Give hope to the Trojans and make Mac Brown worry.
Brett Johnson to kick it off, left footer. Reggie Bush is waiting for it. He's going to give it to him at the 5. Hole closes at the 25, and they'll take him down at the 26. Texas coverage has been good.
Let's go back to the touchdown. This is the zone read play. Right here is Rucker. This is who the zone read is played off of. Young sees Rucker go down, chasing Charles. He pulls the ball out. Brian Cushing misses there. Josh Pickard not strong enough or big enough to keep Young out of the corner of the end zone. Carroll talking to Cushing on the sidelines. Carroll's got to come up with answers for all the Trojans.
Well, he's limited at that position. Miner rolls it out. Throws complete to Dominic Bird. And the big old tight end did not go down. He just turned and pounded up the field and picked up a first down. Broke the tackle of Michael Griffin.
This is why these teams are 1 and 2 in the country. There's no quit, and there's extra effort on every play by every player. Watch Bird this time. Gets the big hit there from Michael Griffin and says, I'm not going down till I got that first down. Great play by Dominic Bird.
38-yard line. Lindale White, the deep back. Throws it quickly to Jarrett. Jarrett's hit just as the ball arrives by Aaron Ross.
Now the quickness and speed of these corners is that they're just getting away from the initial block of the other wide receiver. We saw Steve Smith miss a block earlier. Chris McFoy is 82. He's not fast enough to get to Ross, and Ross drills his buddy.
What if SC were to go to the first sound?
Either first sound or go with a pump fake, a hitch and go or something. They've got to stretch this Texas secondary out a little bit.
Second down, 11. Lost a yard on that pass play. Leinert passes away, goes to Steve Smith. And Smith started outside, came back inside, and will pick up, about 6. The show that swept America off its feet is back. 10 new celebrities taking on the toughest challenge of their lives. Jerry Rice, Kenny Mayne, Tatum O'Neal. You gotta go dancing. New steps, new stars, new season. 2-hour season premiere live tomorrow at 8/7 only on ABC.
I wonder if that show may be in this young man's future, since that's the only class he took this term to graduate. Ballroom dancing.
Maybe he had it in mind.
Smart guy.
Completes the pass for another first down. It goes to Fred Davis. First time Fred's seen the ball tonight. Made the catch at the 45-yard line of Texas.
And Leinert obviously is shaking off the effects of that big hit in the first half. He looks real sharp now, getting back in rhythm, setting his back foot and coming through. Read the defense well that time, because that pass to Davis was not his primary target. He wanted to get Bush on that wheel route again, but that was covered.
Horns are all over Reggie.
Leinert's hot, Keith. 9 in a row.
Yep. Behind, though, 23-17. Want to do it again. Down the middle, Jarrett. Couldn't get by that last man. A sure tackle by Michael Griffin to take him down at about the 21.
Yeah, they're getting the ball to their playmakers now. Here is Jarrett on Aaron Ross. Double move to the inside. At 6'5", he's got a real deceptive stride. But Leinert just dealing the ball now, reading the defense, and that offensive line controlling that Texas pass rush.
Chris McFoy is back in for the Trojans. Horns bouncing him around. And they handle him. Reggie was trying to slide to the right, get to the crack. And Brian Orakpo came right down the line with him and made the tackle. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 23-17. Texas is leading. Trojans trying to respond to a very efficient drive put on by Texas. USC came out and started the second half by scoring. Texas scored. Now Trojans trying to respond to that. This is more in line what you would expect between two offensive powers that average better than 50 points per game all season. Leinert throws the ball to Bird, and Bird will get inside the 15. Spins down a yard short of the first down as Michael Huff brought him down. Well, I'll tell you, Dan, this defensive secondary Texas has got out there, the track team.
Yeah, check out Bird on the end of the line of scrimmage with the fake block there on Crowder. And then again, great effort. And there's that tackling you talked about, Keith. Huff gives up about 60 pounds to Dominic Bird, but that didn't stop him from bringing him down.
It's third down and a short yard. And Glendale White is the beat back. Leinert kept it. Throws it to Bird. He stepped out of bounds. No, it's Fred Davis. And they'll call it an incomplete forward pass because he was out of bounds when he caught the ball.
Boy, and it looked like Leinert could have just run for it.
Yeah, but I think he's a little skittish after that wallop he took late in the second half.
Nah, he's not skittish, Keith. Come on. He's a tough quarterback. That's a good call. He was out of bounds.
Watching that big old
yeah, Robinson was coming, wasn't he?
Yeah. Oh, 270 pounds of him. Fourth down and 1 with White, the deep back. Big play here, folks. Goes to White, runs up the middle. That'll do it. Touchdown. That's 26 touchdowns of this season for Lindale White, and they now own that combination touchdown record in the NCAA record books. They have 98 now, breaking the old Davis-Blanchard mark.
And that's Mr. Inside, or as the Trojan fans like to call him, Thunder. 3 touchdowns tonight for Thunder.
This is to give SC a 1-point lead. And it's the 4th lead change of the game, the 3rd in this quarter. USC now 24 and Texas 23 with 4:07 to play in the 3rd quarter. Oh, we got one building.
Dad, you know how you like to be everywhere I am? Now you can be.
With Family Talk from Singular. Add a line for just $9.99. Plus get a cool Nokia video camera phone for only $29.99. Singular, raising the bar.
No, I'm just online paying the credit card bill.
What?
No, I'll be home soon.
We don't want a late fee. Honey, I told you.
I saw this before.
That's the last one, man. Let's go.
Sometimes you can't help paying late. Avoid late fees with the new City Simplicity card. No late fees when you make a purchase each billing period. City. Live richly.
We have 11 Palestinian names. Each had a hand in planning Munich. We want them dead.
From Steven Spielberg, the acclaimed director of Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan, comes the film Time magazine calls his boldest feat yet. Munich is tremendously exciting, says Rolling Stone.
You take up the phone. We hit the remote.
Hello. Hello.
2 thumbs way up. Entertainment Weekly says it's the best movie of the year. Munich. Rated R. Now playing.
He's the greatest receiver of all time, but Jerry Rice has never had a coach like this.
Wow.
I want it, and I want it now.
Oh, you're killing me right now.
Dancing with the Stars, 2-hour season premiere tomorrow, 8/7 Central, only on ABC.
And the flow and the ebb. Back and forth we go here in this 3rd quarter. 24-23. Defense and mistakes in the first half kept it. Texas exploded. 16 unanswered points. Now we're into that shootout kind of thing.
Yeah, first half was all defense. Second half it's all offense.
And Markham's kick, another good one. Way back. No return. Don't miss the season premiere of Emily's Reasons Why Not. Emily's Reason, I don't know, starring Heather Graham, a new comedy about love, laughter, and life, premiering Monday at 9/8 Central, followed by an all-new Jake in Progress, starring John Stamos, only on ABC.
Yeah, I think Vince Young enjoys playing here in the Rose Bowl, and we still have a quarter and change left to go.
Out of the spread. Throws the Hummer, caught it. I thought his knee was on the ground when he caught it. Lima Swede, and it was on the ground. It's down at the 25, so that's a pickup of 5 yards.
I think you're right, Keith. It looked like the ball comes in low, working against John Walker. Watch the knee go down. Something the replay booth missed earlier in the game when Selvin Young scored a touchdown.
Young running. And he took a pretty good lick that time. That's the hardest hit he's taken tonight. But he still doesn't need to send his britches to the laundry. I keep bringing that up because last year he ran for 4 touchdowns against Michigan, all standing up.
Yeah, he had to work for his touchdown tonight. Diving for the corner of the end zone. This is Frosty Rucker getting checked out on the sidelines. May have a sore shoulder.
Kofi replaces him. No pressure. Ball thrown and good. Catch is made by David Thomas.
Huge night for David Thomas. He's been Young's favorite receiver all year long. He slips coming out of the break on this play and has to make a sensational diving catch, and he did.
7 catches, 66 yards tonight. Ball is handed off to Romance Taylor. And he's tattooed at about the line of scrimmage. 35. Gained a yard.
Taylor is a versatile player. He's played a lot of wide receiver for the Longhorns. That time a little bit too much hesitation, trying to look for a crack in the defense that wasn't there.
Young wants to throw, going to take off. Look out. All the way to the 20-yard line before Keith Rivers can bring him down with help from Darnell Bing.
Let's take a look at this from high above the Rose Bowl. 150 yards rushing on the night for Vince Young in just 12 carries. He's come real close to busting this all the way to the end zone.
It's first down at the 20 for the big guy. Hands it off. This is a loss and a big one. Frosty Rucker back in the ball game among those that took down Romance Taylor.
With that 150 yards rushing, now he has 1,000 even on the season, and that continues a Texas tradition.
They're trailing by a point with 1 minute and 38 seconds to go in the third quarter. The ball is back on the 26, and it's second down and 16. Had a man wide open. Lima Swede got lost and just sat down at the 15-yard line and was available.
Well, it's a real dilemma for defensive backs in this game for SC. Young kind of mesmerizes everybody. They got to be scared to death that he's going to pull the ball down and take off running. In the meantime, Justin Wyatt slips down, and Lima Swede is wide open at the 15-yard line.
Third down and 5 now for the Horns. Throws it back across the field. The tackle is made with the reception right about the 14-yard line. Josh Pinkert hitting David Thomas.
That was the best defensive play for SC in quite a while, because both Pinkert and Darnell Bing, 36 and 20 there, were all over that throwback screen to David Thomas. Well anticipated and well executed by Carroll's defense.
And Pino is back in the ball game for a field goal try to give Texas the lead again. 31-yard try. He'll kick it from the 21. You can, as they come out and call time here. And the timeout was called with the clock winding down and about to run out of time in the third quarter. We'll be back after this message and the word from our ABC station.
This is life. This is Life and Drive, the all-new Ford Fusion.
Hey, what's up, Kelly?
Oh, hey, Queen. Just out using that gift card you got me.
Getting everything you wanted?
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Get what you want with your Walmart gift card.
Good seeing you.
This is life. This is life and drive. The all-new Ford Fusion.
Sunday, the best night on TV is back, and it's all new. Starting at 8/7 Central, a brand new Extreme Makeover Home Edition so big, we needed 2 buses to reveal this dream come true. At 9/8 Central,
Oh my God!
one little kiss will tear a neighborhood apart.
I sense a little tension.
An all-new Desperate Housewives. Then, an entire hit series in 1 hour.
Yes!
Everything you need to get up to speed.
Somebody's detain me!
In a new Grey's Anatomy special. It all starts Sunday at 8/7 Central, only on EBC.
With the first pick in this year's draft, Dallas selects Cordell Russell, wide receiver, Nebraska.
Life comes at you fast. Nobody helps you get ready like Nationwide. Investments, retirement, insurance.
Nationwide is on your side.
Brand new Hyundai 16845, only at Reichert. We're dealing.
We've got 15 minutes left. 24-23, Southern California leading, but Texas now with a field goal try of 31 yards, trying to untie it on 4th down and 4. David Pino. He's 1 for 1 on field goals, but missed an extra point. Missed that one.
Missed both of them to the right side. Well, Joe Paterno and Bobby Bowden can sympathize with Mac Brown. They saw that all night long last night, but another miss by David Pino, and the Trojans continue to lead.
Get me closer, man. I smell a Hemi. I knew it! The new Ram 1500 with a new front end, new suspension, new frame. It's got a Hemi, all right. And that MDS to save you gas. Whoa! A new interior. Woo! Sweet! That can't be good.
Starts out cold, ends up refreshing. Coors Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
There are 2 kinds of people, 2 kinds of companies who change the world. Those who invent and those who deliver. SBC and AT&T have joined forces to create the most complete and secure network on Earth, so you can make the most of your world. Introducing the new AT&T. Your world delivered.
Ring finger?
Bear.
Orientation.
Hetero.
Check my teeth.
Give her a hand!
Emily's Reasons Why Not premieres Monday, 9/8 Central, only on EBC.
With 14:55 left in the national championship, it's USC by 1, 24-23. Joining me now on the field, Libby Evans-Wright, folks. She is the president of the Pasadena Tournament of Roses this year. She is the Danica Patrick this year, I should say. And congratulations. How has it gone so far for you?
Oh,
it's been a magical year. I mean, this could not be a better matchup. It's the dream teams of the whole country.
A lot of firsts, especially in the Rose Bowl game as well.
That's right. You know, the Rose Bowl has been in practice since 1902. We were the first televised game in the early 50s. And, you know, here we are with this wonderful experience tonight.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Keith, a lot of great ladies here. Sandra Day O'Connor, our Grand Marshal. Keith.
Thank you, Todd. And the Trojans back to the attack here. Throw that ball quickly outside. They found some success with that play. And Dwayne Jarrett, of course, comes out quickly, and he's a big guy, and if you don't do your work on him, he'll get loose.
Well, and what they did that time, Keith, they didn't have any help out there, so there was not an extra defensive back to come up and tackle Jarrett until he got a number of yards there. So SC making the adjustment on that quick hit to the outside.
It'll be 2nd down and 2 as the play picked up 8 yards. And this is the final quarter, folks. 24-23 after the field goal miss from 31 yards. Little pitch to McCoy. And he's got a little trouble over there. There's 2 Longhorns after him, and they get him. Michael Huff was the first one. Holly Rowe.
Guys, for some reason, the Texas defense continues to struggle with cramps. At least 7 guys have been treated here on the sideline. They've got ice bags running up and down their legs. They've also had IVs at halftime, at least 4 players. Their co-defensive coordinator, Dwayne Akina, said to his defense before they took the field, guys, I know you're tired. I know you're struggling through the cramps, but you have to find a way to get some energy. We can't get into a track meet.
Thank you. 3rd down coming up here. And Pete Carroll coming down the sideline, calling a timeout. I'm wrong, and he saw it and spent the timeout. They've got 1 remaining.
Some beers have a full taste, but are too filling. Some beers are easy to drink, but don't satisfy. Then, there's Budweiser Select. Made from only the finest hand-picked American and Bavarian hops. Budweiser Select is brewed longer for a bold taste that finishes clean. Everybody has their something, but Budweiser Select has it all.
Hey, thanks for meeting me.
Sure. Who are they?
I'm switching networks.
What?
Listen, this just wasn't right. They have fewer dropped calls, and I can also watch amazing music videos.
Oh, we can do videos? Nancy!
Stop. You're embarrassing yourself.
America's most reliable wireless network is taking mobile entertainment to the next level. Verizon Wireless, it's the network.
It's a different world when you've got a Hemi. Charger unleashed.
ABC Sports exclusive coverage of the Rose Bowl game presented by Citi. Brought to you by the Citi Simplicity Credit Card. Citi, live richly. The Home Depot. You can do it, we can help. Dodge. You can take life as it comes, or you can grab life by the horns. Nokia. Your friends, your family, your music, your pictures. It's your life in there. Nokia. And Allstate. Are you in good hands?
Here we go. On 3rd down and long for Southern California. 3rd down and 6. 1-point ball game. Dodged the bullet a minute ago. Now let's see if they come together. Reggie Bush remains quiet. He goes to the top of the screen as a wide receiver. They've emptied the backfield of 5 wideouts. Nat'L, quick drop, quick pass. Pass is caught by Dwayne Jarrett, so Jarrett becomes the money man for Matt Leinart. And you can call it first down. Southern California at the 36.
Just jumps right inside of Aaron Ross there. Timing absolutely perfect between these two roommates. And the ball thrown low right to the body of Jarrett because Leinart knew that Ross was coming quickly.
Ross is pretty good, isn't he?
They're all good. I don't see a dog out there.
You're right.
And as a quarterback, I was always looking for dogs.
Dumped off to Dominique Bird. And Bird, who has stepped up here in the second half, makes another catch. And that'll move the ball up to the 43, close to the 44.
And another great tackle by Michael Huff. He gets right to the shoulder pads, one hands the big man down to the ground. That's why he won the Thorpe Trophy as the best defensive back in the nation.
Second down and 3 coming up for the Trojans, and this is the kind of a down where Matt Leinart might go fishing, looking for something a little deeper. Lindale White is into the backfield.
Please reset the clock to 13-19. 1-3-1-9.
Clock running loose again, but we're going to back it up.
The one thing the Trojan offensive line has done tonight is they've shut out an All-American tackle, Roderick Wright. He has 0 tackles on the night. You got to give a lot of credit to big number 71, the Deuce, Taitusi Latui.
Bush and White are both on the field. Bush is outside as a wideout to the top of your picture. And the ball goes to Lindale White, and there's your first down. Oh, he has been like an 18-wheeler running downhill tonight. Here's Todd.
Well, Dan, you said it. Taitusi Latui, no one wants to celebrate more from him. He is a transfer from Snow College, originally from Mesa, Arizona. Following last year's win at the Orange Bowl, he had no chance to celebrate as his wife was in labor in Utah with their first child. He showered, jumped on an alumni charter to L.A. After riding to LAX, he grabbed another flight to Salt Lake City, where he made it to the hospital just after his baby was born. Inoki Liuaki Melatu, which in Tongan means return a champion. He's got another baby on the way, but he told me better timing this year. She's not due till June.
Planned it better, did he? This is Bush bringing him out. They won't let him get around the corner. He's been trying all night, and they've been handling him all night. And we've got a Longhorn that's shaken up over here on the field. That would be number 39, Brian Robinson, a defensive end.
This would be a big loss for the Longhorns. They're already a little bit thin at defensive end. Tim Crowder hurt his knee in practice and has had trouble with cramps in the second half. The backup is Brian Arakpo. He plays both sides. So if Robinson can't play, they're going to have to really dig deep on that bench. The Longhorns have had the answer for Reggie Bush tonight on all these perimeter type of plays, but not the answer for Lindale White pounding in the middle.
He's holding his rib cage like he's tender in that lower rib cage area, maybe even in the hip area.
Number 39 right there takes a shot from Dominique Bird, and I'm sure that that was the injury, perhaps a bruised rib. We can hope that's the extent of it for Brian Robinson.
So it's second down and 8 for the Trojans with the ball across on the Texas side of the field, and here goes White again, and he's pounding now. He's running behind Brandon Hancock, and the Trojan fullbacks are having a big night with the blocking business. Aerial coverage of tonight's game provided by Tostitos. Clock ticking along at 12:05.
And the word on Brian Robinson is that he'll be back. White is right at his season average at 6.6 yards a carry.
3rd and 2. Big guy still in there. He gets it. Lindale White inside the 30-yard line to the 26. And Lindale White weighs 235 pounds. That's why I'm calling him a big guy, because he's a load.
And that's the sacrifice you make when you try to get more speed on the field, as Gene Chizik has done with this Texas defense. Power will beat speed. Look at the hole. Latui Matua, Khalil right up the middle. And Lendell White is on the verge of going over 100 yards rushing.
He's done it.
Yeah, there he goes.
101. Reggie Bush is your deep back. He gets it. Goes to the outside with it. Oh, it's around the corner. Touchdown. I'm making sure that that's arms are up.
It took a while to get those arms up. I'm not sure these officials from the Big Ten have ever seen anybody fly through the air like Reggie Bush can. This ball was designed to go right up the middle. It wasn't there, but this was. Stayed in bounds, airborne, touchdown, Reggie Bush.
Wow.
My goodness. You did say wow, didn't you?
Yes, I did. When I introduced him, I saw him in the hall the other day, and I just walked by him and said, wow. He broke out in a big laugh.
I think they're going to take a look at this, but from what we saw in that last look, which was a great look right down the sideline.
I don't see how in the world you could really make a judgment on it. You got to. I don't think we got enough pictures to change it.
Yeah, I think the style points are worth 6 points anyway.
Now watch he goes over. Ball's inside. He's part of his body is outside, but it's airborne. The ball is inside the pylon.
It's a game of Quidditch to Reggie Bush. Where's his broom? I don't see any broom. He's got the snitch in the end zone. Touchdown for Reggie Bush. You can hold him down just so long, huh?
Yep. They now have, between the two of them, Lendell and Reggie, they have 99 touchdowns combined.
After review, the play stands as ruled on the field. Touchdown.
So now the Trojans, for the first time, build a little bit of cushion here. As mom and dad. Reggie's, oops. Mama's going to fly right out of here.
I bet she can. I know he can. So determined.
Nat'L for the point. He hooked it a tad, but he got it in. So it's a 31-23 ball game, an 8-point lead for Southern California with 11:19 to play in the game.
The all-new Ram Mega Cab has an available Cummins diesel, the only reclining rear seats, and the most rear seat legroom in a truck. It has the world's biggest cab.
See you guys.
Hi.
Later. Okay. Who's riding shotgun?
I'm good. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Hi, honey.
Comfy back there?
The Dodge Ram Mega Cab. Yeah, it's that big.
On January 13, a coach no one wanted.
We're a small college. Your family have to live in the men's dorm.
Will take 7 kids no one believed in.
You're going to put the whole program at risk.
I gave those kids my word.
On the journey of their lives.
We do not back down ever!
From Jerry Bruckheimer, producer of Remember the Titans.
You got to go out there and you got to take it!
Glory Road, rated PG, directed by James Gartner. Special sneak preview this Saturday night.
Well, the two big men in the limelight, Vince Young for Texas and Reggie Bush for USC, have put their thumbprints on this ball game, however it may end.
Lendell White's got a big old footprint on it, too.
You bet he does. 31-23 as the Trojans kick off, and Larkham pops it up. And they get a bounce. Nope. Horns come up and receive it. That's Henry Melton, that big old tailback, coming up and making the sliding catch.
Well, we all know that Reggie Bush won the Heisman Trophy this year, but is he the greatest of all time? You decide. And maybe that could be the new pose on the Heisman Trophy, or the one we just saw. How about this one?
That'll work in cliff diving. 1st and 10 for Texas. The ball is at the 31, and Vince Young throws the ball. It comes out. Was it a catch? It came out, and he's ruled a fumble. It'll be Trojan ball.
Thrown to Jamal Charles over the middle. They finally get together and say incomplete pass.
Brian Cushing doing the job for the USC Trojans. Right there, number 10.
Boy, he got the hand on the ball. That was real close to being a reception and fumble.
It'll be 2nd down and 10.
Looked like he had it. The more pressing concern is how much time Young had to throw that ball. Now they're going to take another look.
Well, they got hurt. The officials didn't have a picture to work with because of some equipment problems on that knee thing down there that got the touchdown. And now they spot this well enough to say, let's have another look.
The problem is that when we show the replay, it's in slow motion sometimes. So you really can't tell how much time has passed from the catch and the ball coming loose. That looked like a completion to me.
Close. Ball was right against his chest. He had both hands on it.
Okay, let's check it out in real speed and see what this looks like. Bang, bang, huh? That didn't help any, did it?
I'm not getting paid to make the decision. Thank you very much.
Yeah, sometimes you just look at the reaction of the receiver in plays like that. They know when they have possession. I think Jamal Charles right now is just hoping. Just hoping that's ruled incomplete. Couple of the all-time greats, Rodney Peete, Marcus Allen, Anthony Munoz, left to right. Ronnie Lott sticking his head in there too.
There are no celebrities on the sidelines unless you count these guys as celebrities, but they are allowed 5 members.
After review, the play stands as ruled on the field. Incomplete pass.
Probably not enough to overturn it visually, but that won't stop us from taking another look, fueling the fire. Good reaction by Brian Cushing. One freshman on another.
2nd down and 10. Vince Young looking around. Throws to the sideline. Caught. And out of bounds about the 44. Billy Pittman. Billy Pittman's just a sophomore. All you folks in the Big 12. He'll be around to torment you some more.
And Quan Crosby, another wide receiver, is a freshman. Lima Swede, a sophomore. They're going to be very important, especially if Vince Young comes back next year, as he told me he would, and told many other people he would.
Yeah, but they lose Allen, Blaylock, and Scott along the offensive line, and they are good.
Ouch.
Ball completed down the middle, and it is a 1st down at the Southern California 35-yard line. Billy Pittman again making the catch, and he's hurt.
Again, Young with a lot of time to throw, and a wide receiver from Texas running free in the secondary. See where he might have twisted his ankle there in that tackle by Bing and Oscar Lua.
Hobbled off the field in a hurry so they could keep going without a huddle. Pitch it out on the option. And they get almost a first down out of it. It's Selvin Young running right to the marker.
Time for our Dodge defensive playbook. Brian Cushing right here on the edge of the screen is going to have nightmares about this play. It's the zone read, and he's responsible for the quarterback. Well, that quarterback, Vince Young, makes a miss. Then he runs over Josh Pinkard, gets into the end zone for a Texas touchdown. What I like about this drive, Keith, is they're keeping the ball in the hands of number 10, whether he's operating the option or throwing the ball behind this great offensive line.
Trying to answer. They're down by 8 points. Ball is handed off to Selvin Young. And Young will get the first down at the 28-21.
Get an idea of the competitiveness of the quarterback, Vince Young. He's going to get out in front here and not throw a block, but at least get in the way of Keith Rivers. That allows Selvin to get the corner, pick up the first down.
Big numbers for the infantry tonight. Deep pass to the end zone, overthrown. Lima Swede was running under it, and Josh Pinkard was defending.
Vince upset that Limas took that route to the inside where Josh Pinkard had safety help coming over. Vince wanted it to the outside. That would have been a similar type of play that beat Ohio State earlier this year. Lima Swede catching the jump ball in the corner of the end zone.
Second down and 10. Young takes off. Trojans handled him pretty well this time. He only got 5. Oscar Lua leading the tacklers.
Well, Texas became the first non-conference opponent in 1990 to beat Ohio State at the Horseshoe on this play. 24-yarder from Young to Swede with under 3 minutes to go. Proved to be the game-winning points as the Longhorns beat the Buckeyes 25-22 in the game of September.
Yeah, but that was a game that showed them they could beat a good football team.
Absolutely.
Third down and 5. Young's got it. He won't get it. Fumbled. Did he turn it over? Well, it looked like it rolled loose. Casey Studdard got on it and kept it for Texas. And now they're talking about field goal.
Number 90 is Frosty Rucker. He stripped that ball loose, but look who recovered. Casey Studdard. Heads up play. Boy, what a huge recovery for the Horns in field goal range, maintaining possession.
It's a chip shot here, 34 yards. But I shouldn't say that. He missed. David Pino missed one a while ago from 31 yards.
Same hash mark too. Wide right.
Yep. That's wide. It's inside. Right down the middle, I thought. Seemed to sail off at the end of the travel.
Good hold by Matt Norgren, Keith. Check this out.
31-26 is your score. USC by 5.
For English, say yes.
Yes.
For security purposes, say your pet's name.
Fluffy.
Please say your password.
Big boy.
Please repeat.
Big boy. Yes.
For a shinier credit card, say yes.
No. Yes. I don't know.
For customer service, say yes.
Yes.
This is Ryan.
Hello, I have a question about my statement. Hello?
Sometimes you just want to get straight through. That's why there's the Citi Simplicity credit card. Simply press 0 to talk to a person. Citi. Live richly.
People everywhere are experiencing a breakthrough. Fullness from a value menu.
No one's going anywhere until you tell me who's full. Me too.
New to the Big Bell value menu. The half-pound cheesy bean and rice burrito. Loaded with 3 cheeses, fiesta salsa, and a cheesy, zesty kick. Designed to keep your stomach and your wallet full.
Number 3. If I'm a new cheesy bean and rice burrito, you are?
Full.
Oh, my.
To get full-on value, think outside the bun.
There's an accident in this country every 5 seconds. Allstate thinks that's too often. So they have new rewards to encourage you to drive safely. Now, for each year you go without having one of these, you'll get $100 off your deductible. Introducing Deductible Rewards. It's time to make the world a better place to drive. Let's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
Think this sexy pro wrestler is a killer in the ring? Just wait till she hits the dance floor.
I know how to use my legs.
Wow.
I think the competition's in trouble.
Dancing with the Stars, 2-hour season premiere tomorrow, 8/7 Central, only on ABC.
Tonight's attendance, 93,986. And they're all still here.
I think a few might have snuck in.
Yeah.
Gotta recount them. Man, what a crowd.
It's a bunch. Greg Johnson to kick it off. Not too deep. Taken by Bush. Boy, they handled him pretty rough around the 20-yard line. January 22nd, the NBA on ABC returns with outstanding regional action. You'll see either the Nuggets against the Spurs or the Sixers of the Timberwolves Sunday, January 22 at 12:30 Eastern, 9:30 a.m. Pacific, right here on ABC, the home of the NBA Finals. Check your local listings for the game in your area.
These last three right here have come in the second half as the Trojan offense straightened things out at halftime. Let's see what they do now to respond to that field goal by Texas.
Lindale White is the deep back. Jarrett's down on this side. White has it. Horns jumped on him. About a yard maybe. Minutes and 16 seconds, and the clock is ticking along.
How about young Roy Miller getting some playing time, Keith? Another freshman playing at nose tackle, number 75. What a moment for him.
Leinert gets it away. Pass is complete to the fullback Kirkman. There's a penalty flag back at the 10-yard line. Is it roughing the passer? Could very well be. Yep.
Yeah, Leinert giving it right back to Texas. Says, bring it on, boys. And add 15 to the end of that reception by David Kirkman. Huge mistake for Texas.
Looked like Killebrew was the man, wasn't it?
Well, that's who Leinert was barking at. Number 40 is Killebrew, and that is a two-step late shot.
Number 40, defense. 15 yards from the end of the run. Automatic first down.
Leinert's all right. And the ball goes way up the field. My goodness, it goes all the way to the 31-yard line in Texas.
Balance. That's what that stat shows you. As SC in the second half has been unstoppable. But when you make mistakes like that, you're just aiding the enemy.
Lindale White's in there. He gets it. Up the middle he goes. Well, this trip, that's about the only thing that stopped him from scoring because there was nobody in front of him. And it's Latouille again opening the door for him.
Latouille is 71 on the pull. Now that's 340 pounds right there. Key block as well by Fred Davis, who's a converted wide receiver playing tight end. There's the deuce.
Ball is at the 23. Second down and 1. Going for it. Jarrett. Touchdown. Two Longhorns hurt on the play. They collided. Dwayne Jarrett, 6'5" and made out of old leather and hamstrings. Even though he's young, he takes a whack-it in every ball game he plays, but he delivers.
Talk about delivering. That's the first touchdown pass in this game. We've had 7 rushing touchdowns. Matt Leinart in the second half, 14 of 15 for 182, and that dagger there. We can only hope that Brown is okay.
Michael Griffin's the other one, Dan.
Yeah, they collided as Jarrett went up in the air high to pull this one in. It was almost a helmet-to-helmet collision on 2 horns. So many times over his career, Leinart has thrown this ball high to either Mike Williams or Dwayne Jarrett. Both of them 6'5". You can see the collision there as Jarrett stretches out, breaks the plane, and scores for SC.
It's 37-26, waiting for the point.
I met a guy last Saturday night, and he asked for my phone number. Like, things were going well at the bar, and so I give him my phone number, and he puts me right into his phone. I was like, hey, I mean, that's pretty quick. And then he asked me if I wanted his number, and I was like, well, yeah, do you want to put it down on a business card or something? I mean, I'm a lady. Who thinks they're jumping right into my phone? Like, I got to take this as a process. If we call, if we have some sort of thing going. It's like, you know, like my cell phone is precious. It's precious territory.
Joe, you're glad we got the Durango, right?
Of course.
And you liked all the money we saved when we bought it, right?
Got us a bigger boat.
Oh, and how about the Hemi engine and the DVD player and the hands-free cell? Then why won't you use the navigation system?
I'm not lost.
Dodge Durango.
This is starting to look familiar.
It's a lot of great stuff for a great price. Dodge Durango with 5-star, the highest frontal crash test rating. Durango with 5-star, the highest frontal crash test rating.
In all the world, there are a select few who at their very core are capable of incredible transformation. Under the most grueling conditions, they are shaped, hardened, sharpened, ready to stand among the most elite of all warriors. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Well, Michael Griffin was walking around still dazed from that collision as they tried to defend against Dwayne Jarrett. And this is Terrell Brown, who is coming to the sidelines, and he's needing some help. He took the brunt. I thought the full weight of Jarrett went into Griffin, but apparently not. And here's another look at it. 27 is Griffin, and 5 right there is Terrell Brown.
Yeah, they appear to have put a splint on his right arm. Dangerous game.
Yep.
Especially when you're playing as hard as players on both sides of this field are tonight.
Yep. Mario Danello now has come onto the field, and he will try the extra point to make it a 38-26, a 12-point lead for Southern California at 6:42 to play in the ball game. That was a little high, but the kick is away, and it is good. So a 12-point lead at 6:42. The 34-game win string is still alive and looking pretty good right now. But the heat next is on the SC defense.
New year, new lights, and a whole new look for my home.
You can make it happen only at the Home Depot Lighting Event. Discover an endless selection of unique, innovative designs from brands like Hampton Bay. Right now, get up to 30% off select lighting styles. At the Home Depot, we'll help your new look come together with the perfect light. And with 20% off all lamps, now is the perfect time to shed new light on your decor.
At the Home Depot, you can do it. We can help.
Every Subway sandwich is made fresh right in front of you, so you choose all the ingredients. The meat, the veggies, the fresh baked bread. No wonder so many people are coming over to the great taste of Subway subs, because when you really think about it, they don't make the sandwiches, you do. Subway, eat fresh.
When it absolutely